We might have some good news, though. Barring a secondary crest, which does happen sometimes, we may see the water here on the Llano River cresting. Moments ago, the river reached almost 40 feet, second highest crest ever, 39.96. Now, we've seen the river, this is the Llano River at Llano, feeding all these Highland Lake problems that we're seeing. It's gone down 1/3 of a foot. Now, the National Weather Service always warns of this. We can see secondary pushes of water that are hard to detect upstream. That is still possible, but the positive update here, we may have seen the Llano River at Llano cresting and receding. With that said, all that water has not yet reached Kingsland, and it has not yet reached folks along LBJ, Marble Falls, Horseshoe Bay, or down into Lake Travis. And again, the reason we're still seeing rain falling, guys, is a stalled boundary just to the south of these flood warnings, continuing to feed all this moderate to heavy rain. I'm curious if our crew out at Starkey has repositioned themselves yet.
There's another boat that just went down, David.
Is that
counted,
live?
Yeah.
Can we take that for the viewers here?
I think I've counted about 5 or 6 watercraft that have gone through the floodgates.
Viewers at home, I'm sorry we just missed another boat. You will see more. This is Max Starkey Dam at full floodgate operations. And Jim, just since we've been taking this over the past hour or two, we've seen the level of this lake going over the floodgates rising, and now it's overtaking. Look, here's another boat coming downstream. It looks like a sailboat damaged. And that may have happened on one of these passes under the bridges where the water is only feet below the bridge, like we saw at 1431 and 2900, and there it goes.
Wow.
Right over the dam. So that, you guys, are you thinking about a boat trip to Lake Travis this weekend? That is in Lake Travis now. And unless it is recovered by an official agency, that is debris floating around the lake. This is why it is crucial you do not venture into the lakes. Pieces of debris like boats. This appears to be a piece of a dock coming from anywhere. It could have come from anywhere as far as Mason County or Llano County, or from folks in Kingsland along the lakes who are seeing this historic flooding this morning.
David, you made a good point here that this is all floodgates open, and correct if I'm wrong, but this is it. This is all we can do, and we are basically just at the mercy of this water at this point.
That's it. The LCRA has 10 floodgates on Starkey Dam from Lake Marble Falls down to Travis, but they are all open. They're fully open, and they're generating hydroelectric power aside from those floodgates. They're pouring as much water as they can. But Todd, if Todd can hear me, can we have him show those pillars there on the floodgates themselves? Yeah, right there on top of the floodgates there, maybe up above the spray toward the right-hand side. You see how the water is now overtopping, and go down just a bit? The water is now overtopping those little concrete blocks. You see that? That was not happening moments ago, and this is what Jim was just warning us about. The LCRA warning of what, Jim? 8+ feet of rise?
Yeah, 8 to 10 foot rise here. But at the upper end of Lake Marble Falls, right below Wirtz Dam, where Lake Marble Falls begins, 30 to 35 feet rise over normal operating level.
Which is incredible. If you have property along the upper end of Lake Marble Falls on the water's edge,
it's a 3-story building.
It's going underwater.
It's going underwater.
It's going underwater. And this, you guys, imagine this. Look at the live picture on your screen right now. We are going to see the level of water coming over those floodgates go 8 to 12 feet higher than it is right now. That means those concrete barriers you see, 4 of them there between the main pillars, will be completely underwater. So we thought Lake Travis was going up quickly, Jim, before this. We've seen a 5-foot rise since midnight. This means that the level of rise, the acceleration of rise of Lake Travis will be only increasing through the coming hours. Safe to say, Jim, we might see a full Lake Travis or more by the end of the day?
Yeah, we're up to 671 right now. Right now it's 671 on Lake Travis. That's 10 feet below flood stage.
And that's a level we haven't seen since the end of 2017.
Yeah, and double the water we've gotten only since midnight, and the lake is full. And so then we start having to think about, all right, are there going to be floodgate operations on Mansfield Dam?
Which is the next dam.
Is that going to affect Lake Austin? Is
Exactly.
Lady Bird Lake going to be rising here? Now, we're not forecasting that at this point, but the LCRA is evaluating all this data. They have hydrologists, they have computer models that model these floods and tell them what's going on. But, you know, when we lose gauges...
Like we have on Lake LBJ.
Right. It's kind of hard to actually, you know, have the data to put into the computer.
And that's something we've seen in past historic floods when we lost gauges on the Blanco.
Now, right, but I will say, you know, there's still the old-fashioned manual way of measuring these things, both stream gauge height and stream flow, and so it's not like the LCRA is flying blind here.
And now we have the benefit of daylight, and
Right.
everybody's on this. It's not a surprise in the middle of the night.
Exactly, but what I will be stunned, is if Lake Travis does not fill up today.
And Jim, just during the flood last week, which was far less significant than this, the LCRA told us that we had enough water come into our storage reservoir, Lake Travis, to feed the city of Austin's needs for 9 months. So you can imagine the amount of water coming in today.
Right, with the flood last week, which was peaked out at 26 feet, and we were all, you know, very impressed by the flood wave. 26 feet. We're talking 40 feet here this morning. So we're talking about the water that's already flowed through with this flood, supplying the entire city of Austin's drinking water for, you know, who knows how long, well over a year.
And that's over 2 million people sucking from that lake.
Exactly. This is a whole lot of water, and it'll be terrific if the flood is able to, you know, fill Lake Travis at 681, or maybe go a little bit higher. But if the flood waters continue and the rain continues, and David, I hate to even mention what one of our models is showing for next week.
Right.
Another Pacific hurricane.
Yeah.
We just had the remnants of Sergio come through.
Right.
Another Pacific hurricane potentially feeding moisture with another several inches of rain.
Yeah,
it showed 11 inches of rain in the hill country beginning this morning through 1 week from today.
And most of that coming after the coming weekend?
After this week. Yeah,
Right.
after this week.
So, you know, it's always drought or deluge around here, feast or famine. As Jim told me long ago, the state climatologist long ago said, Texas is the land of perennial droughts broken by the occasional devastating flood. And that's what we're seeing here today. Lake Marble Falls, a pass-through, relatively constant level lake, is rising. As Jim told us, at the upper end of the lake, 30 to 35 feet above the normal, 1 or 2 foot operating range. We've seen massive amounts of debris and muddy, high flows in Lake Marble Falls. And downstream of here, I'm looking over at our other live shot here. Let's take that from Starkey Dam. We're still watching huge pieces of debris flow downstream from here over Max Starkey Dam with 10 floodgates open. Here it is, into Lake Travis. This is our crew, Chris Davis and Todd Bailey. Look at this. Another boat, severely damaged. Look at that. It looks like the top of the boat, the tower, the wakeboard tower, has been sheared off of this, possibly, and I might say probably, by one of those close passes under 1431 or 2900, the bridges upstream of here that barely have any headspace between the water and the bridge itself. And look at this, folks. I cannot tell you enough. Jim will tell you again. Do not go on the lakes this morning. And that seems obvious to most of us, right? No, we just saw an hour ago in Candy Rodriguez's shot from Lake LBJ, a Mastercraft wake setter with people in it, a boat, a nice wakeboarding boat, cruising around with their lights on.
Yes.
In this, which is insane. Watch this.
Higher.
I'm going to stand off the wall here so you can
10 to 12.
get a full perspective of yet another boat going over Starkey Dam into Lake Travis.
That is.
There it goes.
And there it goes. And we have seen, again, it seems obvious to stay off the lakes. We've seen
at least at least eight watercrafts.
At least 8 boats.
I started counting. Yeah.
And we've seen folks get washed over dams in their boat. We've seen that at Tom Miller Dam. You ever been to Hula Hut? Abel's on the Lake. That dam right there, years ago, we had a man washed over it because there was water spilling over it, floodgate operations, and the guy lost his motor.
Yep.
And people were watching from the shore as this man was sucked over. He lived, luckily, but we want to make sure everybody does the same.